Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. Spread it left. It's a throw-in. And it's hoisted clear. And the counter is on. He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised. Can he finish? Salute in for the pieces. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That has ended up in no man's land. Gerrard. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Deftly away. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Rijkaard gets it away. Now it's Haaland. Beckham, and he's in on goal. Chance! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Climbs up big! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Looking to go deep. Costa Curta getting this one clear. He's he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rodri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Beckham. Pull it. Gerrard running with the ball. Rijkaard calmly anticipates.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Haaland is herring after that one. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. The message is clear, none shall pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rodri. Messi. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Beckham. And it's Gerrard. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that was vital. Maldini. He's picked his way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gerrard.
Temps additionnel,
Cruyff.
1 minute.
Pull it. Costa Curta. He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. And this is Pele. And we've reached half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Changement. Le numéro 17. Pour le remplacer.
That gets things going for the second half. And it's Messi.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cross into the box. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Collier. And he's there to retrieve it. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gerrard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely weighted ball. Makaleli. Can he get on the end of this? The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Passes coming off in quick succession. Pele!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Oh, smashing header! Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Makaleli picks it up from the goal kick. Rodri. And this is Pele. Celtic looking to pass their way through. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That looks a good ball through. He's in a great position here. Celtic appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
And pull it! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's on it, can he get away? Cruyff. Roberto Carlos, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And here's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gerrard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, well measured. Roberto Carlos. Cross to the back post. Tries to get it clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Beckham. This looks promising.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Cruyff.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And they're back on the ball again. Gerrard. Collar. Knocks it into space. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
He'll be disappointed with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Back towards the middle. Hullet.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Haaland. Hullet. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Beckham makes the interception. Gerrard. Collar. 5 minutes left on the clock. Tries a shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
A case now of complete control. Roberto Carlos. Distributed tidily. Pelé, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
1 minute.
Gerrard. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. That's tidy. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit. He gets big! Just needed better contact. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Hullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he's there to get it away. Roberto Carlos, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance to deliver.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Now he's got space here. Makalele promptly onto that, and that is that. And there's green grass ahead of him. And they've got rid. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Big header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
He's picked his way through. Beckham has a look inside the box.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a good ball out wide. Cross to the back post. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos has header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Italy have the chance to go the other way. And this is Hullet. He has found the way through. Hullet couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Haaland, he is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Del Piero.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Del Piero! Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's following up! It's there! That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Sung.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a little off target. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And Hullet! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Now this could be a chance. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Aims beyond the defence.
Kohler really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Oh, that was vital. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's well seen too. And he's intervened well there. Roberto Carlos.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he plays one through. Makaleli knocks it into space. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Changement. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 7. Beckham.
Second period then underway.
Le numéro 11. Messi. Le numéro 10.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. And this is Messi. Now, can they get him away? Cantona is on it. And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. What a wonderful goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Italy have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. Koller getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a cute ball. Park Ji-sung's cross. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And he's worked it through. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Looking for the run. That has been cut short. Now it's Haaland. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found a way through. And the finish! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Was somewhat off target. And he's quick to snatch it back. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Haaland. Fletcher gets a foot in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended.
And there's the shot! Great vision. Goes for a shot! Road Hollett! Oh, it's fabulous! A finish of true class! And they are pulling clear here. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Italy grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bullet. Oh, super shoots! Sensational by Connor! A finish right from the top draw! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So is this the start of a comeback? Looking for options for movement. Italy have it back and can go again. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Haaland. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's managed... Chance for a shot! That's another chance! And yes, it's there! Deep into injury time! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Changement. Le numéro 14. Pour le remplacer,
So,
le
time
numéro
for changes
77.
on both sides, actually.
Changement.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Kola, and it's Nesta. Figo. Can he finish? That's going to go a long way. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hangs one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And the finish! That's a good ball out wide. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played out wide. Trippier tries to pass it through. Ball driven towards the far post. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a very talented lad, Peter. And what I like to hear is that he pushes himself hard. He's hard on himself, that he won't settle for something average or decent. He wants to be the best he possibly can. So he pushes himself to the limits. And while his attacking game is growing and getting stronger, he still has some work to do, perhaps on the defensive side of things.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Saliba gets a foot in and wins the ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Xiao. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
First quarter of an hour gone. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
So it is still 0-0. And he whips it in. Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Messi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Willock. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Willock. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. There's a certain real chance!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Tonali. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Roberto Carlos. Drogba. It's Drogba! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? He's given the time to pick a pass. Newcastle do have a chance to counter here. Pass is just off target. Willock. Newcastle are looking to break at pace. Knocks it into space. He is just caressing the ball. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Barnes. He's in plenty of space here. Barnes. Willock. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Rodri. Roberto Carlos driving forward, and this is Messi, and this is... and the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
The goal scorer.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
18.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Figo. Thiaw calmly anticipates. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Figo. An instinctive delivery. Trippier. That's really well manoeuvred. Willock. Now it's Barnes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Figo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Drogba. No, it's come to nothing. That'll be a corner. Willock is there and he can get that clear. Newcastle are looking to go forward now. Still just a single goal between the sides. Trippier. Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri. Now it's Gordon. And here's Barnes. Picked out brilliantly. The ball goes in. That's a decent clearance. Figo. Roberto Carlos. A picture of focus and alertness. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense and so was the relief. The great escape.
Elanga. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now.
Drogba is on his shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without complication. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Harvey Barnes. Number 28, Joe Willock.
Oh, it's played into the area.
Number 7,
Cleared away.
Joelinton.
And he
Number
shoots!
57.
And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
"75 minutes played. And here's Joelinton. Rodri gives no quarter whatsoever. And back to the keeper they go. Burn. And it's Miley. Now it's Gordon.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rodri. Cruyff under intense pressure.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi, and this is Messi. Rodri receives it. There's the header! And it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Trippier. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared without hesitation. That's good play.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Figo, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Cruyff, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It is a corner, good chance. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Cruyff. Beckham. He is starved of space and real chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Beckham. And here's Cruyff. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, what else can we say about this fella, Moises Caicedo? He'll be extremely busy just shifting the ball all over the place as a 6 or an 8. We've seen him do that an awful lot. But it's what he does without the ball, for me, that makes him priceless. I mean, rarely do you see someone who can disrupt opposition play as cleverly as he can, and he will be a key factor.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Fernandez. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Gusto got a long way forward to join the attack. And it's Cruyff. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. It's a promising position. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Garnacho. And Fernandez. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Liam Delap. Played out to the right. Baresi. Here's Rodri. And it's Nesta. Distributed tidily. Fernandez. It's a really well-measured ball. Gattuso. Ibrahimovic. Into the channel. Gets into some space. Palmer receives it in a good position here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gattuso gets rid without sophistication. Vashil. Bino Gittins. Messi. Strong running down that left flank. He has found the way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Fernandez. Bino Gittins. And it's been played through. Gattuso.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is just off target.
Ibrahimovic really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Played out wide. Palmer, and the shot! I've fallen loose again! The captain delivers!
Well, it's so hard to keep someone with his enthusiasm and his energy quiet. Second best will never be accepted in the world he lives in, and the timing of his goal won't be lost on him. It's crucial.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Chelsea. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs sur le terrain.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Beckham, and it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi, and the through ball, and this is takes a shot! Oh, important interception by No Gittins, and it's Gusto, and Fernandez, Garnacho, and it's Hato. Fernandez. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rodri. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, this is a great... And Messi! Messi! From another planet! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's picked it up out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Palmer.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Palmer. Gone behind for a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Chalobah and Gusto, and it's Caicedo. Palmer over to the left. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Gattuso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, no joy this time. Garnacho. Palmer. And the finish! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Changement.
Chelsea making consecutive changes here. Cleared away. Roberto Carlos in for the pieces. They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Le numéro 16.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now the ball in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Roberto Carlos. It's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gattuso. Caicedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Can he get it through? And no, he's seen through all of that. And here's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vashil gets good distance on it. And he gets rid in a hurry. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Fernandes, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And this is Ibrahimovic. Cleared without complication. João Pedro. Palmer. And it's Fernandes. Shifted it to the flank. Garnacho. Lovely feet. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Big header! There it is! There is the breakthrough! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Del Piero. Now it's Del Piero. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Scholes. Scholes takes control of it and he's on the move. That has not gone well. Collar. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now this could be a chance. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Balde. Now it's Haaland. Scholes.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance, surely! Nicely aimed pass. Gerrard can so cleverly bypass the press. He has found the way through. Oh, sweet feet. Shot a goal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And he's had it nicked away. Tries to pass it through. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Collar gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Haaland, that's an excellent interception.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Balde. Vids, pass somewhat off target. Tries to thread one through, and he's picked it up out wide, and the cross comes in, and it's hoisted clear. Half an hour played now, knocks it out wide. Figo delivers, he's got full! Now, who's going to be first to this? Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. It looks a good ball through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Yaya Toure. Balde. Strong running down that left flank. He's found the way through. Balde. Doué. That's a lovely, neat pass. Makaleli. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Scholes. Well, played right into his path. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected.
And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Se ruega al propietario de un deportivo azul metalizado con matrícula capicúa que acuda urgentemente al aparcamiento.
So once again, we're underway. Now it's Del Piero. Makaleli. He is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Del Piero. Toure gets it away. And it's made its way to him. Tries to play it through. Bigo crosses.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Wirtz. Doué looking to get on the end of this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Out of play for a goal kick. And he passes it long. Now he's off and running. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Roberto Carlos going vertical. Lovely, now then. Oh, nice touch. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Scholes. Wirtz. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Kola takes to the flank. He's picked his way through. And it's Gerrard. Makaleli is always scanning the pitch for targets. Scholes. Nicely worked. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Albert Ferrer. Scholes, who's set up one goal so far. This looks promising. Now it's Doué. Wits! Doué! Doué! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Ibrahimovic, distributed tidily. That's a shade optimistic. Balde. Yaya Toure. It's Albert Ferrer. Yaya Toure. And it's Wirtz. Looking for the run. Costa Curta. And it's Makalele. So what can they make of this? Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Ibrahimovic. Over to the left. Roberto Carlos. Played into the middle. They've got a corner here. So, third corner of the game. And Hullet! He scores! And they get themselves in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's
climbs up big! Albert Ferrer gets it clear. Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Oh no, this does not look good. Great chance! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Wirtz. Haaland. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Beckham. Delivers with whip. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
2 minutes to be added on. Scholes. That is good alertness. Has a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Park Ji-sung was in no mood for any of that. Mateus, just skips Mateus! You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Beckham, in towards the backs. Oh, what a climb! They would have been quick to recover this. Kola making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game with you, in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Mateus knocks it into space. Wirtz. Saliba. And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now that's well seen too. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at...
Chance! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time.
Good effort from distance. That's a sharp pass. Makaleli. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Now here's the delivery. Climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Makaleli. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Oh, the pass. Nunez is on his own. Corner then. Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a throw-in. Makaleli proves too strong, too smart. Del Piero is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Park Ji-sung.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. And the ball is out of play. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He has found the way through. Mbappe. Now it's Darwin. Nunez!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Park Ji-sung. Big chance! It's come back out to him. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Park Ji-sung. Now it's Darwin. Great chance! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Beckham in acres of space out wide.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Howson clears. And that is a little undercooked.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. Lovely feet. Looking to go deep. It's a mighty effort! Really well taken goal. What a moment for the triple centurion, for one of this team's favourite sons. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking.
And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Robertson. Can he get on the end of this? That's an errant pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to play it through. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Now it's Beckham. Nice looking ball. Now this could be a chance. And he's straight offside. Hullet. Del Piero. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he's taking no chances there. Ball comes in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
In with the challenge. Well, they are still trailing. They require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Wirtz. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Costa Curta with a fine tackle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game.
Park Ji-sung, el dorsal 13, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 8.
Pulitz is there, and he can get that clear.
Serán sustituidos por
And now a sudden chance to counter.
el dorsal 5, el dorsal 97.
It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Makaleli. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And the shot! Oh, off the bar! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pinches it off him. Grealish. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Aubameyang. Opts to play it back. He is through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he latch on to this? He rises! No mistake! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
It's a promising position. They get a throw in. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. And he's being shifted off it. Just 5 minutes remaining now. It's played through for him. Now it's Aubameyang. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Loose ball. And he's following up! Oh, yes! It's there! And that may just do it! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Madrid take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
This is Rui Costa. Gets his head on it! Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. He's away! Threads one in. And the shot! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. Dida, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language...
And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going...